Alright. Let's go ahead and get started here. Wait. Don't think the audio from the game is playing. 1 second. Alright, there it goes. So, I actually just realized, like a few minutes before I started this up, that there's probably another game I could have been playing for stream, aside from V Rising, and I just realized I'm going to switch over to that next week. There's that Crab Souls-like, where you're fighting against, like, microplastics or whatever. Or no, microplastics are like the soul currency. Hey, Brutal Assembly. So I'm probably going to play the Crab Souls game next week, instead of Homeworld. But yeah, I was supposed to have the Lysfanga video out yesterday, but my mom needed some help with her work, and then I had some other stuff to do today, and the video, all the stuff is there. I just need to finish putting everything together, and I'm happy with it. It didn't help that I was originally planning to get out Monday, but then before I could like start working on it, I realized I didn't like this one part was said, and I have to stop myself from keep editing it, because if I keep editing it, it's never gonna get finished. Which is annoying. I'm usually not like that. I'm usually fine with just, like, the take. You know, a few takes, and I'm like, alright, that's about good. But now I'm getting picky, and it's like, I can't replace all the lines I realize later are just meh. Because it does have the information I want. I just, I don't want to re-record everything for, like, a third time. Not everything, I guess. It's more of, like, select parts I've re-recorded, because I didn't like the way something was stated. And I've had a few more like that while I've been editing, and I'm just like, no. No, this is what you have now. Gotta get this out. Anyway. So yeah, after tonight we're gonna do the Souls Crab game. Also, apparently, from what I've read, in order to get the dust, you have to, like, go assault these outposts. So apparently some of these might have access to, like, what are they? Whetstones or whatever. Do you have a % increase? Oh. Goddamn, why does YouTube put that right there? Oh, shoot. What is that? Do you have a % increase? Oh my god. One moment. There's like the little emote icon is blocking the last line. In quality per line recorded. I don't know, because I haven't re-recorded a ton. Like, usually I only re-record when there's, like, a major mistake. Okay, I couldn't see if it was blocking some other word. Alright, cool. Anyway, I'm not sure. I actually don't know. This will be an interesting thing, though, because if I get a higher percentage of this, but it's also, like, a relatively unknown game, I actually don't know how Lysfanga will do, because it's not something I hear a lot of other people talking about. From what I've been seeing while I've been researching it for the review, there were a few other. Yeah, and I have clipped out stuff. I have clipped out stuff a lot. This time I did do, like, a full summary of the plot, though, which was kind of fun. I liked going over that, mostly because the game had, like, these, you know, still frames in between acts that gave me a lot to work with. I did also like talking about different ways the game could improve, so that was fun. Most of the stuff, you could be the person that brings it to the masses, yeah. I mean, I've already been telling everyone at the card shop to go play it, because it's this game just no one is talking about. Like, even the other reviewers I tend to watch, I usually stay away from their videos until I've done a review on something if I feel like I'm going to be interested in it. And none of them, like, Zero Punctuation, it's the kind of game I would expect Yahtzee to at least have heard about, because, like, he tends to give, you know, the indie games some airtime. So it's a little exciting to be talking about something I haven't seen 1,000 other reviews for. Makes me feel like I actually have something to say. What are some other reviewers? Let's see. I haven't seen a MatPat theory about it. I haven't seen the completionist doing anything with it, although he's kind of swamped with major titles at the moment, from what I understand. I haven't even watched his videos in a while yet. I'm trying to remember when the last time I saw him in my recommended feed was. I haven't seen anything for Accursed Farms, but you got me into that. No Mandalore video about it. Nope, no Mandalore video about it either. Again, it's one of those games that has like a lot of good ideas, and I feel like it executes it pretty well. So it's surprising that more people haven't latched on to it. And I think it's just like it hasn't been seen. Yeah, it's not like Seth reviews some weirder stuff. Lefanga isn't quite weird enough, or more specifically, it's not the right type of weird, Frederick. Not the right type of weird for that. One interesting thing though, and this is a bit, it's not really something I focus on the reviews, I make an odd comment about it. But this is actually published by Quantic Dreams. You know, the people behind Too Human and, what was the other one called? I forget what the first one they did was called. But, you know, all those narrative games by David Cage. Does not seem like the kind of game they would make. I know, right? Quantic Dreams is not who I thought. Damn, these guys are annoying. Quantic Dreams is not who you would expect to be publishing this. It's by a new studio. Well, no. They published it. They didn't make it. It's by a new studio called Sandor. I haven't been able to find much about them. And apparently this is like their first game. They just published it, though. But still, even if you just check their publishing record is also just those same kind of games. So it's still really impressive. Hey, progress is progress. They're finally getting off the interactive movie thing. Well, and actually trying to do things with games. Oh, shit. I do think that's interesting, though, because it's, like, not at all who you would expect to be attached to this thing. I've been meaning to look into more into, like, the actual people who worked at Sandor Studios, but I haven't been able to find much. They're a very new studio, from what I can tell. This is, like, their first project. Which, you know, again, great for a first project for a studio. Still, I gotta give Quantic Dreams credit, which is a weird thing to say. It's weird to say, hey, Quantic Dreams, good job on making an actual game. Oh. God damn, I keep getting in the sunlight. Oh. Wow, I'm just hiding behind trees, swinging my sword. God damn it. So yeah, again, I'm just really excited about this in general. Okay, come on. Don't kill me. Alright, getting a little ridiculous. Feed. Oh shit. Oh shit. Yep, dead. Make sure the SEO is good in that. Search engine optimization, yeah. I've actually, that's actually gonna be one of the harder things too, is because a lot of times because there are so many reviews about games, I'm able to look up what other people are using for tags, and then I can add my own. So I like to generally add in, you know, some popular stuff, some things I think will do good, and then I look on some of those search websites that gives good tags for it. But like with something this obscure, you have to be careful because sometimes you won't find it. I've thought about adding Hades in the tag, because Hades 2 is around now, so maybe that will get some stuff. Because it plays like Hades, and I even mentioned that Hades in the review as like an example of how the combat works. So that might actually help get it seen by some more people, you know? Maybe I'll even add that to the title. What if Hades was a strategy game instead of a roguelike, maybe? As a tagline? It's actually kind of very, very nice that Hades 2 has just entered beta around this time. Or what is it, early access, alpha, whatever early build Hades 2 is in. I forget the exact what they're calling it. That thing where you're to expect bugs and not complain about them. All right. Wonder if does something in the comment? Something in the comment has to speed this up. Keep any tagline 3 words. Hades but strategy. If Hades was a strategy game, it's 5 words. How do I get that down to 3? More evocative. Huh. Let's think here. Let's think. Well, while we're waiting for this, while we're waiting for the day-night cycle in, let's try and think what would be a good thing. Hades with time travel, that's a good one. Groundhog Day Hades? Maybe Hades but Groundhog Day? No, that's 4 words. I had to do the but. Groundhog Day Hades could work. Maybe use, like, Hades, so, like, die, live, repeat. So maybe Hades, live, repeat? So you use, like, the, you know, die, live, repeat. Hades is the underworld term. Not sure it's the same thing. Yeah. The bot is also interrupted. I really want this to be seen, so I'm trying to think of, like, a good tagline to add to it to get it seen. Oh! One other thing I've also been thinking about, I finally figured out one of the videos I'm going to have while I'm on vacation. It's going to come out, like, I'm going to make it in advance and have it scheduled to come out during those 2 weeks. I'm going to be talking about Deltora Quest. It's this weird book series that also was made into an anime. X with Y is common. Hades with Deathloop? Deathloop? No, Hades with... What is, like, a famous artifact or something? Or some kind of, like... reincarnation, time loop anime. What was that movie? What was the movie called? Deathloop plus Hades? Deathloop plus Hades could work. Deathloop plus Hades, that's a good one. That's good. There was also, I'm trying to think... Edge of Tomorrow, so maybe... Edge of Hades? No, that's a little too generic. Edge of Tomorrow, just like, if you know what you're talking about Edge of Tomorrow, you kind of get it. But I don't think Edge of Tomorrow is popular enough to have do it. I like the chat. I like the chat. Well, yeah, finding weird ways to describe games is fun. And honestly... that was, like, half my work with Lefanga, was just, like, how do I explain this game without sounding like a rambling nutter? Every time, it took me several attempts, too. Like, I tried to describe it multiple times at the card shop before I really got a good idea for it. Oh, wow, I have, like, a really potent blood now. I have increased movement speed. Cool. Alright, let's go deal with these guys at night now while I have the advantage. Now, I have the environment to my advantage, you bastards. But no, I am going to be doing a review of Deltora Quest eventually. It was this weird fantasy series, and it's kind of funny. It was one of the few fantasy series I read as a year. It was a very classic fantasy. You know, evil Shadow Lord corrupts the land. Last heir of the line that ruled over it has to, gather these magical MacGuffins, the villains scatter, to restore his family's honor and save the world, that kind of thing. And when I was younger, it was like, hey, I don't read only things with dragons. See? I read Deltora Quest. You'll never guess what the sequels did. Apparently there were 2 sequel series. And one of them, since they already gathered the gems, they gathered mystical dragons that were slumbering away now forever, and used them to fight the Shadow Lord again. And I'm like, God damn it, I had one series from my childhood that didn't involve dragons. That was like my one superiority thing about people who say everything I read has dragons in it. At least from when I was a kid. I've read more like broader stuff now, but as a kid, that was the thing. The fun thing about Deltora Quest is it also has an anime, and I originally thought it was just a cartoon. It's like, no, this is an actual anime by an anime studio. I forget the studio's name is off the top of my head. Yeah, it was pretty interesting, all things considered. I think it's one of those series that, like, just I think other people, there is a fandom for it. I was looking around and like looking into like the stuff. Everything you read will have dragons in it. Yeah, apparently if I like something, it will eventually have dragons. If it doesn't have dragons now, it's just a matter of time. Which, to be fair, the dragons are one of the most wonderful things anything could have, even if it doesn't currently. I'm really interested to see how Book Eaters and, was it the Dark... No, not the Dark Gift. Dark Materials, maybe? No, Dark Materials is something different. What is it called? It's right on my shelf. Ordinary Monsters. I'm really excited to see how those get dragons shoved into them eventually, because apparently, with me, it's inevitable. Alright, got some copper finally. Copper sword. Alright, let's put some stuff in the chest. I need to build some more storage. Even the Giantess Archives Dragon... the Magnus Archive Dragon Arc. Oh, you say that, but given the way the new series has been going, we've had some crazy people. We're currently dealing... I know Murderous Clown is pretty standard for the Magnus Archives, but there have been some weird things in this new, what is it? Not the Magnus Archives, the, Magnus Protocol. There have been some weird stuff going on this new season, so honestly, I wouldn't put it past it. I wouldn't count it out quite yet. If it is a dragon, it'll be like a Fafnir style dragon where it's like this lumbering poisonous abomination, but I would not put a dragon being in here out of the equation. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm gonna run away from that thing. Uh-oh, please don't come in here. But yeah, it is the curse of being me. If I'm into something, eventually dragons will get involved somehow. I can't stop it, Frederick. I'm not sure I want to stop it, but I do wish I knew how. What the hell? Oh, I get a whirlwind attack now. That's cool. Is that from the weapon? I guess it's just getting more powerful. But no, so that's been pretty cool. I'm also gonna... One of the other videos I have planned to release right then, is something I'm starting to research now. It's gonna be my first attempt at like a video essay style video instead of a review. It's gonna be about... I think I told you about this one. It's my curse. It's my passive. It's my passive effect. I mean, the card shop would say my passive effect is constantly draining the luck from all those around me. There's this guy who works at the card shop who, every time he picks a pack from me, I just open nothing but gas. But every time he gets a pack for himself, he doesn't open anything at all. And the running joke now is that I constantly drain the luck from him every time I come in. It's a little absurd, actually. It's kind of been hilarious watching as, like, every time he grabs something from me, it's just amazing. Love it. You can multi-spec into several passives. So what would your passive be, then? It is weird they have, like, all these, like, preset castle locations. I do kind of like that, though. I don't know. Let's think here. I would say your passive is unfazed. You're constantly unfazed by people around you. You manage to keep a cool head no matter what. Or at least out in public. Computer curse. Oh, you mean from all the stuff with Linux? Yeah. You do have like a weird, really weird, doesn't really proc though. Yeah, you are right though about the computer curse thing. You do have like a really weird luck with the computers. Like, they'll go fine most of the time, then every once in a while you'll just have this weird bug. It'll persist forever, and then maybe it'll eventually go away, but it just kind of happens. And we don't really understand why it happened. Baldur's Gate. Remember, like, the Baldur's Gate thing where your whole screen turned into this, like, what was it? The, like, rays of, it was like the circular glitch or whatever it was. That glitch effect over, like, that circular pattern. I forget exactly what it looked like. When the whole screen became like a blurry mess. I have many computer science friends. All agree that I am cursed. Yeah! Yeah! I gotta give you that one. I think that's your passive. Too bad your main passive with a debuff. That kinda sucks. Oh, okay, that's a stun barrier. Oh shoot, I went down to 1. Be careful about whose blood you drink. Oh my gosh, look at all this copper. Well, time to get some copper out of this. No, there has to be another. Hmm. We're looking for something that procs, too. Like, you have many resistances, Frederick. I'm just trying to think of something that procs. If it were just resistance passives, you have a buttload of those. Whoa, what the hell? Oh. Oh shoot, I should have fed on him. Oh well. Yep. No points for anything else. I went full resistance build. I mean, I've played Noita. Resistance build has its place. You're immune to logical fallacies and immune to bullshit. Okay, I think it's almost, yeah, it's almost dashed. Should probably get back to the hideaway. This way. Oh, what else? What else? What other major things? Oh, I am going to start preparing for my return to Elden Ring. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that until after I come back from my trip, which is a bit unfortunate, gotta say. However, it does mean I get some time to go ahead and wait for Shadow of the Erdtree's bugs, although it does mean I don't get to play with the broken stuff before they fix it. I'm going to be gone those first 2 weeks. You know, the first 2 weeks the game is out is when all the broken stuff is still at its most broken, especially in a Dark Souls game. Man, I still remember back when the Sword of Flame and Shadow was like the most busted thing in that game. Ugh. Back when you could just point a sword at people and laser beam them all to death. Fantastic. Then they balanced it. But there are a lot of very unique builds now, which is fun. Alright. So, the Miss Brazier is still good on bone? Yeah, they're still good on bone. Yeah. We got a good bone thing going on. See, yeah, 131 over here, and yep, 133. Okay, I'll just leave these in the cinder chest for now. Braziers don't seem to be eating through bone as quickly as I thought they would. My oh my. Make another chest, I guess. Foop. But yeah, I am excited to go over Del Toro Quest, because it's one of those weird things from my childhood that I just, like, you know, there are probably other people who have heard of it, sort of like how, like, you know, people don't really talk about Kirby Air Ride unless somebody specifically brings it up. But it's one of those small-time fantasy series that I just like talking about. They're fun. Also, I think Del Toro Quest was, like, interesting to me as a kid, just because it was, like, one of the cool things I like about it is that it's not just magic bullshit. Each of the MacGuffins they're after serves a purpose, and after it's gathered, it regularly comes up in the plot, because each of the gemstones have a power, like clearing the mind, dispelling illusions, that kind of stuff. So the characters regularly use them to get past the trials that they're facing. And a lot of the trials are specifically like riddles and puzzles, not actually brute force. Like, there is an old swordsman guy who can kick ass, but he's not the focus. The focus is like the young heir, essentially. And that's a lot of fun, I think. They're actually, like, I vividly remember sometimes because there would even be like pictures in the book. Not in every page, but on like specific pages there'd be pictures. And they would have things like, what are the differences between these two? There's a twist though, and you're not going to see it immediately. And you just got to figure it out. And with the characters, you may make the same mistake the characters almost make. Only to correct yourself. Or you might figure out the twist beforehand. There are a bunch of riddles thrown in. It's just like a very, I want to say almost interactive story. Because you can kind of think through the plot and the challenges with the characters. And a lot of times, as a kid, I would come up with similar things that they did. And then sometimes the characters would just show me why they're smarter than me as a kid. You know, smarter than like the 12-year-old reading it. And they would just figure out something I didn't even think of. I specifically remember a lot of, like, the challenges they had with the, what was it? The shapeshifters. That was fun. I actually really liked that. I called the twist with the shapeshifter and the true air thing. I called it. Got that in one. But, man, oh man, do you see why they fall for it. It is fun, though, to watch something that's just, like, very simplistic evil. I've missed, like, over-the-top evil villains. Hi-Fi Rush had a fun villain, because he was just delightfully hateable. And I kind of miss that sometimes, you know? Maybe we need to get some wooden planks. Planks and sawdust, okay. We need to get some copper axes. Oh, no, I still need more planks? No, more copper, okay. Alright, well that makes itself. Finally making a spear. See how that goes. I love how my castle is literally just some grassy foundations in the middle of nowhere at the moment. With this gigantic blood pool. Also, I finally did figure out, though, how I'm going to get the gravel. Apparently, you have to build some copper gear, and you've just got to go fight some people further north, and you'll get enough stone dust eventually to make enough stone dust or enough whetstones to make the graveler or the crusher, and then you can start making it en masse. All right, let's go. Let's head out. I'm gonna head up here. I need to head further north. Oh, no, no, no. Are we back? Alright, I think I'm back. Ooh. Ooh. Oof. Alright, let's hope that doesn't happen again. I've gotten better at paying attention, though, to when things go off, or not. I've finally found a setup that lets me keep an eye on everything. All of this guy's just standing over here, and I'm like a few yards away breaking a big piece of copper ore with a mallet. I love when NPCs are just like this oblivious. Yep, and I stepped like 1 foot towards him, and now he can see me. Beautiful. Gotta love oblivious NPCs, right? There's still a little, it's still, connection issues are still gonna probably be happening, but I think it's Cox. We got near our total data limit, which is complete bullshit on, like, home Wi-Fi, but it's a thing Cox does now. Apparently they've been doing it since 2017, but they stopped for, like, 2 years in 2021 and 2022 because of COVID. And now it's back, and we got near our limit. We're not even over it yet. We're just near it, so I think they've been slowing us down. From what I've read online, Cox seems to do that for high traffic users. It's like, yeah, instead of building more infrastructure because more people are going to be online and people use more data now because there are things like 4K video that, let's just, you know, let's just say screw them. Not like I have a choice. We literally actually don't. In the neighborhood where I'm currently living, there are no other choices in this part of the neighborhood. The closest choice is like in the front of the neighborhood where AT&T is offered. And AT&T does not have a data limit for their home Wi-Fi plan. Actually, it's kind of funny now. I'm in a position where I have unlimited data on my phone through AT&T, but I have limited home Wi-Fi data. Think about that. Can you imagine a situation where it's like, yes, your home computer is now allowed to use less data than your phone? Ugh. Ooh, they have whetstones here. Alright, let's get it. Feed. So yeah, I'm a little annoyed with Cox at the moment. Actually, it's fun. The other thing that's funny too is apparently they offer unlimited data, but it's like $50 a month, and you actually don't get the full data speed. If you do the unlimited thing, once you go over, you only get their like minimum speed for that whole time, which is kind of ridiculous because if you're paying an additional $50 a month, you think they'd give you the rest of the data, but nope. Oof. Feed. Yeah, and it's kind of funny too because I've been trying to convince my parents to switch to like fully off cable because we thought about it actually, and because I finally found something like my mom likes these handful of like local channels. That's like her main hand, but I finally found them, and she's like, she was actually thinking about it. She doesn't really like the complexity, but it would be nice to cut our cable bill. But then they realized that we'd have, but then we realized that if we did all that stuff there, we probably would go over our data limit every day. So you have people who want to cut cable, but we literally can't. Which means they're also disincentivized to do it because why would they want you to cut your cable? They're also your cable provider. And most internet is done through broadband, well, not broadband, but well, yeah, I guess it is broadband, but through like cable. We still actually have we actually still have like a built-in modem router combo thing. So that's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a mess. Oh, I've started looking into setting up Linux. I cleared off one of my SSD drives. I know it's a little fast, but you know, I don't necessarily need that. But it was one of my smaller drives, and I have some time set aside. I have like a few web pages bookmarked about different Linux clients and what they're good at, and I'm going to be going through them and trying to set up Linux as at least like something I use fairly regularly. Try and get in and start using it more. It's good practice for my job because I have to use that for work anyway. So, gonna be doing that soon. I think I'll probably start on Linux. I'm gonna start researching it a little bit more, but I'll probably do the setup after I get back from my vacation. That's gonna be fun though. Any suggestions from someone who has already used Linux in the past about ways to not screw it all up? I'm not sure which one I'm going to be using. I have like a few web pages that go over the different Linux distros, and I'm going to be going through them. Ubuntu is the one I use the most. It's the one I have the most experience with. But I've also going to be looking into Proton. I'm not sure if that is an Ubuntu version or something. I just know it's a distro of Linux. And what was the other one I heard about? Arc? I've heard that one can be nice. Especially if you do a lot of stuff like video editing and gaming. That one was recommended to me online to do some of my searches. So I'm going through. It also has the most support. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going through all those though and seeing which one I want to try out. I'll probably install a few of them and try them out before I'd like fully commit to one either. Not just rely on what people are saying online. Get some experience with each one, see the differences, that kind of thing. It's mostly that I'm just getting sick of Windows, and so I'm like, I really need to look into alternatives. I'm not sure, you probably haven't heard about this, but there's a new thing they're going to be doing with their AI, where they're going to have it take screenshots of your screen and your keystrokes constantly. And Windows is saying that it'll even be able to remember your passwords if you ask about it. Yeah, they want an AI to be able to call up your passwords you've entered recently during the last like 3 months. If somebody who knows the password to your computer asks it to, and I'm like, that seems like a major security flaw. All they gotta do is get the password to your computer, and they can just ask the AI to tell them everything. So most Ubuntu for Ubuntu will also work on my distro. Okay. Yeah, don't most of the major distros have, like, multiple forks? Or derivatives of them or whatever? It's gonna be an interesting journey, though. Learning to get away from Arch is based on Windows Ubuntu, so it might be hard to troubleshoot. But I don't know. Okay. I do want to get a feel for them all, though, because I don't want to just like go with the generic popular one. I kind of want to see which one will fit me best. I do want to try things out and experiment a bit. It's like half the fun, you know. I do admit Ubuntu is probably right now, if I had to say like, hey, which ones? Like, I know the most about Ubuntu, so it would probably be my default choice, if that makes sense. What was the other one I had heard about? Mint, I want to say? Is Mint just a version of Ubuntu, or no? I think there was a Mint Linux. I'm trying to remember what that was about. Mint I was thinking of? Yeah, I'm gonna take care of that golem eventually, aren't I? Getting way too close to my base for comfort. Alright, let's see. Pop some wood in the sawmill. Get the sawmill going. I gotta say, one of the things that it's not great is that they're like all the crafting recipes in this game. Well, in this game require just so many items. I mean, look at this: 20 wooden logs are required for a single plank of wood. Whenever I see stuff like this, I'm like, this is arbitrary grind right here. Like you said, it turns people off survival games, I feel, is when they have these like just insane grinds that make no sense. I think one of my favorite reviews. I do love Yossi. He says things I just kind of agree with a lot when it comes to games. And I think one of the things I remember him doing was he played like that Conan survival game a while back, and he was like, okay, so do the basic stuff. You get a stick and some stone. You get a sword or an axe or a pickaxe or whatever. And then you build a chest. Build a chest. It's like 300 wood. It's like, whoa, I just wanted a chest, not a freaking wardrobe. And then he's like, build a tanning rack. That'll be 1,000 pieces of stone. And it's like, what is stone for? And I feel like a lot of crafting games do bullshit like that. They just like throw random shit in there. It's like, yeah, we need 16 copper ingots and 8 planks of wood for a spear. And also 8 planks of wood for a sword, right? A sword needs 8 planks of wood. That makes 0 sense from, like, a survival game perspective, in my opinion. It just extends the grind. That's purely to extend the grind. Oh. Man. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss this game when I inevitably go off on it. Ooh, I finally got a ranged option. I got a crossbow. Ooh, when did I pick this little beauty up? Don't remember picking that up. Alright, I think, do I have enough? What if the survival game was made by an RPG developer? I'm sorry, like, RPG developers, every crafting recipe is not its own fetch quest. They're supposed to make logical sense. Also, at least most RPG developers only make you gather one thing, and that's experience points. Until they give you effects quest for 20 flowers for some reason. Yeah, you're right. This was made by RPG developer. The more I talk about it, the more I'm like, no, he's kind of right. This is what a developer who does that kind of thing would do. Alright, finally have enough whetstones for this. For my crusher. Alright, I can finally make stone bricks and stone dust. Finally. Where's all my stone? Clay. Am I out of stone? Shoot. Oh, no, here it is. Nearly 1,000 of it over here. I will say, it is nice to have slots and not wait. I do, look, I love, you know, my Dark Souls and my Skyrim as much as the next person. But goddamn do I hate carry limits. Like when they're based on weight. I deeply prefer having limited slots like in Resident Evil 4 or Minecraft. I so much prefer this, because at least it's on me, you know? It's not the developers decide to make something weigh 100 pounds. Oh my gosh, I was playing Fallout New Vegas, and I'm actually just about to, in my free time, I'm still playing Fallout New Vegas a little bit, even though I've, you know, done the Fallout review. And I'm about to go to Dead Money and do the San Madre quest line. And I just know I'm going to be that person in hardcore mode who's going to try and get out of the bunker with all the gold. I just know that's what I'm going to try to do, and I'm not going to be able to help myself. Ooh, do I have any leather? Or do I need to build a tanning rack? Yeah, I need to build a tanning rack, okay. Oh my god, so keep activating my ability. So, for crafting a tanning rack, there's gotta be something. Let's see. How do I craft leather? Ooh. Yay, blood. Is there any way to... I only have one piece of leather. I've got to have more leather, right? And then there's this game where it's like, in order to get to the stuff you want, you have to have already craft. You have to like find it. You can't just craft. You can't just stay in your base and craft. You have to actively go out and steal the stuff you need. Which I guess is kind of on theme for being like a burgeoning vampire lord, I guess. Does it get a pass for being thematic? I don't think it should. Oh, Grant's playing something. Okay, so we've got a lot of stuff here. I am getting a higher level, but I don't have the leather to craft these things. And I think that means I should probably go on to the next... Yeah, I think I'm going to go try and kill one of the bosses tonight. So, what is it, K? Yeah. Gear is matched. Alright. So, let's try and follow this blood trail. Do 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 do. Head north. You know, I said this earlier, but if they're gonna rip off Castlevania, I'm glad they just went wholesale. Though I guess the ghostly wolf thing is kind of a generic vampire power. That's just something vampires can do. Fun fact, the original Dracula could turn into a wolf. Like, OG Bram Stoker Dracula could turn into a wolf. That was just a vampire power back in the day. Before werewolves, you know, kind of became their own thing. Werewolf lore is weird. I watched that OSP video about, like, the history of werewolves. It's like, they're a very much newer concept than you'd think. Alright, take him down. Holy jeez, rogue 80%? Absolutely. Feeding. Wolfers for gangrels. Do you mean mongrels? What's gangrels? I am not aware of that term. Not familiar with that term. Oh, gangrels, World of Darkness thing, okay. Oh, it's one of the vampire types of vampires?
No mercy.
God damn it, mistimed it. Oh shoot. Where did she go? Got it. Ooh. All right. Yes, got her.
Damn it.
Extracting her blood. All right. Cool. We are powerful now. Got another piece of leather. That's cool. Ooh, we got a new spell. Whoa, shoot. Pay attention while we're in enemy camp. Alright, now let's look around. Okay, what do we have? We have blood magic, chaos magic, unholy magic, illusion magic, ice magic. Oh, we have 1 point in that branch, so we can unlock more magic. Okay, there's Frostbat, Cold Snap, and Ice Nova. Let's unlock Ice Nova. I kind of like my parry attack. It's pretty good. Plus, being able to heal is nice. Even if the healing from it is fairly minimal, it's still something. Yes, got him. All right. Well, that went well. Let's try checking out one of these other bosses. Ooh, we got more leather. Good. Oh, wait, my gear is damaged. Shoot. Ah, it's fine. I'm sure it won't result in us getting murdered. Okay. Ugh. Oof. Yes, got him. Reinforced bone spear. So I think I'm a little bit ahead of where I need to be for these fights. Oof. Let's go ahead and blood mend. Blood sustains me. That voice reminds me of something. What was that? Was it the word? Oh my god! It reminds me of what's his name? The Arthas in the voice actor for this reminds me a lot of the voice actor of Arthas in Warcraft 3. I don't know why. Maybe is it the same guy? I doubt it. Warcraft 3 was so long ago. This is like an indie title too, so I doubt it's him. It reminds me of the sound of it, his voice though, when you'd be like giving him orders and he'd be like, I cannot go there. Ooh, the Forgotten Cemetery is all covered in mist and shit. Wonder if it's protected during the day. Let's see. What we got here? An undead assassin. Oh, got it. Grave dust. Shoot. Can I have that on the cemetery? Is this place going to be all daylighty or no? No, it looks like it is protected from the sunlight, maybe. Yeah, I think this place is foggy enough that I'm not under sunlight's influence. So this is all considered shade, I guess. That's cool. So there are vestiges of places you can go to during, like, the sunlight hours to still get shit done. Oh, shoot. Oh, no. Oh, no. Uh-oh. That's really far away. Oh, there's a vampire waygate over here. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do that. That's useful. Do wish it waited till night to respawn me, but hey, I'll take what I can get. Oh, and they're teleporters as well. That's good. So I don't have to do it when I respawn. I can also just do it in general. Alright. Oof. Cemeteries up there. Alright, let's use the wolf horn to move quickly. Stick to the shadows. What else? What other big things? Actually, the reason I'm probably going to be doing the crab game, the reason I remembered about it at all, actually, is because I was talking with a friend at the card shop. I know so many of my stories. And they were talking about it. I was like, oh yeah, that game. That's the one that had, like, the weird Anne Orlando thing for its April Fool's thing. Basically, the developers of this game added in Anne Orlando as an April Fool's joke. It's hilarious. They literally just imported a 3D model of Anne Orlando and gave it, like, PlayStation 1 era graphics. They even added the goddamn Archer twins. Which it's like, why? Why even bother? Nobody misses them. The Anne Orlando Archers do not make fine memories for anyone. Oh, shoot. I keep dying. These guys are much higher level than me, apparently, and my gear is partially broken. I should oh my god, it's level 35. The fact that I killed one of those things actually is probably not, they do make memories. I don't like remembering the Anne Orlando Archers. That's not the kind of memories I wish to form. They formed regardless, but I'm not a fan of them. Oh, shoot. Don't you hate it when it looks like you can make it through something, but you actually can't because the game says your model is slightly too wide? And it's like, yeah, but like, I could just jump through. Come on, just let me through. Just let me through. Alright, kill the Necromancer. Kill him! There, he's dead. He's down. He's down. And now I got a second one. God damn it. Alright. Killed them all. And I'm desperately low on both health and blood, so I need to get my stuff and leave. Oh, not this guy again. Ah! God damn! Well, at least the moon's rising, and most of the things are dead in there, unless they all respawn at night, in which case I'm going to get gangbang. Take a sip of tea and relax, Daves. Relax. Chill. Let the world wash over you. Getting stressed will only make it worse. Honestly, if there's any game that has taught me to just, like, when you get frustrated, just take a deep breath and stop doing stupid stuff, it was Dark Souls and the various other Souls games. Because if you keep running in there blind, you're just going to get beat up again, you know? You gotta take a chill, slow down, get back in the zone, and just let the deaths wash over you. They do not matter. They are temporal annoyances in a frail, decaying world. Oh my god. Nearly killed me again, but I wore him down. And I think that's the entire cemetery, but I would like to get back to the spawn point and head home for a bit of a rest. Now that I have a teleporter around here, though, it should make it easy to get to the next V target. So that should be good. Oh, while I'm here, probably should grab some more stone and more copper. I do love the absurdity of, like, this is your material gathering tool. It's just a gigantic mace. Instead of a pickaxe, it's like, yeah, you get a pickaxe, you get dual-wielding axes. They're really going for the whole warrior survivor mode thing. And I do have to admit that I can see the end game of this. I can see the end game being kind of fun in this game. If you can get past the early grind, I could see the end game being very fun, you know, because there's that whole thing in the base requirements about how you have like up to 4 minions. Now imagine having all the minions do the tedious crafting and gathering tasks while you go out and be a vampire lord terrorizing the peasantry, and you build an army and slowly but surely until you're sitting on a throne of undead minions and commanding them to go forth and conquer in your name. I cannot use... Wait, what item can't I use? Why can't I teleport? Can't use it while carrying certain items. What is certain items? What's preventing the teleport? That's annoying. I actually don't know what is preventing it either. I wish it would, like, tell me, hey, this can't be... Let's see, maybe this... Maybe if I look through here. Magic items, basic, sealed service, residual processing. Search desk. Lock sealed knowledge converts humans into obedient servants. Yeah, no, that... No, doesn't say that. None of these say, hey, can't go through the teleporter with you. Oh well. That's weird. Not a little unintuitive, I might add. It's like, oh, when you die, sure. But you know, you're dead now. Well, might as well head back and get some copper while I'm doing it. Until I can figure out what'll actually let me go back to a teleporter, because that'd be really freaking useful. Being able to teleport out this way instead of having to go there, but I can't tell what kind of it is. I'm going to have to do it through trial and error later. Because I don't really want to leave anything behind. I'm not sure if it's multiple things. So it'd be better just empty my inventory back at camp and try later. Ugh. That's the thing. I want to like this game because I think it has a cool vibe. I kind of like the combat a bit. It reminds me a bit of Diablo-style combat. But you know what? It's a little slower paced and it's not terrible. I could see myself having fun in this game. But it's just the grindy crafting and then the weird things where the game just doesn't want to tell you stuff. Like, at times it feels like a survival game made by, like, extreme survival game people. Like, I'm talking, like, DayZ, where you gotta figure out everything on your own, basically. Or really early Minecraft, for example. But then other times, it'll pull this, like, RPG stuff, and I'm like, be one or be the other. Don't try and be both. You get to be one type of annoying game. You don't get to take the annoyances of both RPGs and survival games and do them at the same time. I guess you can, but it's not earning you any points with me. It has an identity issue, I think. Yeah, that's what it is. If this was just about, like, gathering the resources and you get undead minions early. The first thing you do after your base upgrade is get an undead minion, and they immediately start going to harvest, so you can focus more on the combat while the base building element comes into its own as more of a time thing. So you're killing people and slaughtering and earning reputation while your servants gather the resources so you can use your magic to upgrade this place into a grand new castle. I could see that game. I could see that. It's the kind of what I went here for, is the eventual end game of sitting on a throne behind an army of undead minions. You send them out to commit atrocities in your name. That's the kind of vampire game I was expecting here, and it's like, not that really, or at least it's not that right now. It's a shame though, because that's a kick-ass idea. Basically becoming Dracula, a Dracula origin story that isn't terrible. Oh, that'd be fun. It makes sense that the hunters are still trying to kill me because, you know, I am a wolf. What if you can, like, turn to a human or, like, bring them over on your side eventually? We'll see. Or probably we won't see. We probably actually won't see because I doubt I'm finishing this game. Unless it does something to impress me in like the next few minutes. Next hour, I guess. I doubt I'll be sticking around for another session of this. It's fine, but not great. It's like one of the many forgettable survival games that we probably won't remember a few years from now. It might get a cult fan base, but that'll be basically it. I think the telling thing is that they already have a Castlevania DLC, and it basically like just got out of early access. That's the kind of thing you get after you become a successful video game, not before. Alright, so we have a cannery now. Yeah, this is the whole thing. It's like, oh no, you have to gather these resources through raiding before. It's like, I guess that does kind of work with the whole becoming a vampire thing, because you have to raid, you know, and hunt to encourage you to get into the combat. I can see the gameplay loop there, at least the gameplay loop they were trying to make. It's just, in order to get this stuff, you tend to be underpowered when you're trying to get it, so you can't just, like, survival game grind into your stats and then do the combat. Yeah, I kind of have to engage with it at all levels. Terraria still, not even Terraria style, because Terraria still lets you prep to different levels depending on how you want to do it. Ooh, Traveler's Lab. Grants protection against the elements. A sun resistance. Increase sun resistance. Cloth. I need 4 pieces of cloth. See. Oh, good. I'm gonna have chests everywhere by the end of this, aren't I? I hope I can make bigger chests eventually. Uh. All right. Repair. How do I repair these? Oh, here. Center button, I guess. Oh, we need more rugged hides.
Fully repaired.
Alright. So we need to get one more V-Blood carrier. Throw that in there. Throw this stuff in these chests. And put the blood orbs over here in the castle heart. Alright, and the remaining ones in this chest with this stuff. Okay. Oh, shoot. I shot my own mist laser and damaged it slightly. Reduction, refine. What do I need to upgrade the castle? Copper and leather. So actually, I can go ahead and do an upgrade now. Let's grab this leather. Grab some more copper. Should be good in just a few minutes, I think. Let's see. So what does it look like when you upgrade? Okay, so this gets a new look to it. Claim new foundations and pieces. So we get some decorations. Alright. We have some castles, so we can lay down more pieces. We can put down actual castle walls. Alright, that's good. That's good. Let's dismantle this. Oh. Items out of inventory. Oh, it has items in its inventory. Okay. Dismantle. I'm going to try and redecorate a bit. Do. I do like that they fully refund you when you dismantle things. Some games don't do that and it drives me insane because it prevents you from experimenting easily. So I do give them credit for that. I respect that. Alright. I gotta lay down the foundations. Okay, I do have to lay down the foundations here. Castle floor. Alright, so I do need to lay down foundation everywhere. Still. But castle floor for the inside. Oh, I can replace. Can I replace without? Oh, cool. So you can just replace it. That's good. That's good. Okay, let's think here. What next? What next? Okay. I do appreciate that though. This is just a nice little thing. I know it shouldn't be but a lot of games do not let you just like flat out replace tiles and stuff like that. Drove me nuts in Pal World. Because you would have stuff on top, and you're like, oh, do I have to dismantle everything in order to do this floor? It's like, come on, this is a quality of life thing, games. Just let me replace it. It's functionally the same thing. I just want to give a different material. I don't want to move everything. I mean, yeah, it's realistic, I guess, but we do not play this game for their realism.
This will not work.
Ugh. Carpet replacement simulator. Alright. Now let's try building some walls.
I cannot build here.
Stairs. Oh, you can build multi-story stuff. That's kind of cool. Hmm. Oh shoot, running out of blood. Feed on a rat. Feeding. There we go. Sustaining myself on frickin' rats. Hmm. Alright, now let's go ahead and track down one of those bosses again. Last one, right? I think this is the last one for... Well, I need to do additional V-Carriers, so I need to do at least one more, yeah, for the quest, Thirst for Power. He's very far away. Alright, let's go. Oh, don't have any blood essence on me to repair that ring. Oh well. Ooh, I dropped some cloth. Oopsies. The wolf turns around to go pick up the cloth and put it into its extra-dimensional pocket. Where am I storing it? In hammer space? Creature number 3. 3% creature? Eh. I need to find higher vintage blood before I go fight the boss. %, eh. I'm sorry, this blood percentage is not... The percentage of rogue in this blood is very... it's very undercooked rogue blood, I'm sorry. Only a 9% rogue. Ugh. Can we bring out the good vintages? I think this area is where he's at, actually. Alright. Well, we've got most of the night, so let's go ahead and do this. Oh, shit. Yep. Yes! Alright. Got him. Let's just take out the small ones first so they'll interfere in the fight. Warrior 6, Rogue 11. Ooh, a Rogue 18 over there. I'll take him. I do like how this game makes you feel like enemies are just like blood buckets that you have to kill first, that you have to stab a few times before they'll work. Very vampire mentality. Like, oh, so what? How healthy is he? You know, I might want to suck on his vitality a bit. The mine. Ooh, I might spend some time here after I kill this guy. Because I think this is underground, technically. Uh-oh. I don't need this. Really need more wood. Definitely not short on plant fiber right now. Probably should have dropped some of this stuff before coming here.
Hate to break it to you, but your days are numbered.
All right.
There's no space in my inventory.
All right. Ice. All right. Almost got him.
Think I broke something.
I love that. It's like, I think I broke something. Yeah, your spine. I think I broke something. That was just like, a vampire is murdering him. It's like, I think I broke something. Like he fell off a ladder. It wasn't just murdered by a vampire. I'm sorry, I don't know what it was about that line read that just makes me just start laughing. Damn.
My bags are filled.
It's like the most random stuff sometimes that gets me.
There's no space in my inventory.
Wait, do I really need paper? Crude sapphire would be better.
Must make room if I don't carry that.
Ugh.
There's no space in my inventory.
God damn, man. Fine, the crude sapphires can stay, and then I'll grab some stone and copper on my way out. Plenty of copper, though.
My bags are filled.
Alright. Castle Relocation Heart. I'm guessing that's let you move your castle, Castlevania style, teleporter-wise. That'd be interesting. It's like teleporting castle. Oh, that'd be awesome. I'm gonna drop some more plant fibers, I guess.
There's no space.
So I get them like everywhere. Also, I need the copper ingot. That's a valuable piece of resource. Paper can get dropped. Plenty of that back at base. Okay. I'll definitely go back to the copper mine at some point.
I must make room if I want to carry that.
I really should come back here and actually gather these resources. Yeah, unfortunate. Feed. I feed upon the living and the dead. Oh, hell, what's that? What do we have here? I need to bring it to a research desk. God damn it, I keep running to things I want to keep. This is why you should not go places with your inventory full. You end up having to leave stuff behind. Man, it's going to take a bit of time to get back here. Oh, the travel times. They're killing me. Oh, I introduced my mom to the wonders of Excel recently. She's been using it for, like, her IEP charts to show, like, test scores or, like, I guess assignment scores, because it's, like, pre-K, so it's not really tests, more of, like, assignments and, you know, milestone goes for, like, language learning. And she wanted to, you know, show the growth over different periods of time, stuff like that, so I helped set up some charts and showed her reference cells. She apparently likes them, but she needs me to do them for him. But she likes it once I've set it up, and she can just change like one or two values to modify the chart. You know, apparently she likes that she can just like enter the numbers on the side and then use my reference data to just auto create the chart once I set it all up for her. She's actually becoming very competent with it. I'm very proud of her. I was actually helping you. That's what I was helping you with on Wednesday instead of editing. Yeah. She actually mentioned that Excel is like basically a programming language or something, and I was like, it kind of is. I showed her the video of somebody who made like Doom but in Excel. And then she's like, but why did they make it in Excel? Like, why? It's like, well, it's a really old game that the joke is you can play it on literally anything. She's like, not anything. And I started showing her all the different things you can play on Doom. I don't think it's ever been more entertaining than showing someone who grew up, like, who was born before video games became really a thing, what it was like when, what the insanity that some people will go to emulate a game from, like, the 90s. I actually showed her that thing where some scientist got Doom to run on like the bacteria screen or whatever, where it would take 600 years to play Doom, the whole game or whatever. And she's like, why? I was just like, because they could. Because people can is just like the default these days, I feel. She had a point. It's completely impractical, and she's 100% right when she says it's completely impractical. That doesn't stop people from doing it, unfortunately. Actually, I guess I should say fortunately. That kind of insanity is how we get some of our greatest inventions. The mad give us so many wonderful things. Okay, there is one thing I do really like Pat World for, and I wish all survival games... To all survival game devs, I know they're really watching my channel in particular, but here's the thing. If you have a set base area like this, where you can see on the minimap the bounds of what is considered my base, okay? If this is a thing in your game, and you have chests, and you have a building system like this, do you see how it says 0 out of 2 stone bricks? There are stone bricks in this chest right next to me. Allow me to utilize the resources in the chests. It is not that complicated. Give me like a shared resource pool for all my containers when I am in my freaking base. It is like the baseline of everyone. I don't care if you're an I don't care if you're an RPG. I don't care if you're like Bethesda with Fallout 4. If you have a building system and you have containers that you can place in those buildings, allow me to utilize them as a single resource. Minecraft gets away with it because Minecraft is like a freaking nutjob game and basically the founder of modern survival games. It gets away with it for that reason and that reason alone. All you other games, you're not Minecraft. You have to impress me. It was one of the things I was so happy when I saw Palworld had it. It was just like, oh, thank goodness, I don't have to go searching through all my chests in order to find every single little thing. Oh. It's one of those things that drives me slowly insane in video games, is when I see like just an obvious solution here, and they won't take it. Alright, let's build this research station so we can start learning these things. Put it right there. Alright. Research and research. Claim.
Recognize my power.
Build a castle waygate. Construct this castle heart in unoccupied territory to relocate all structures and items from the existing castle to a new location. So it is like a Dracula teleport thing. That's cool. Minecraft really doesn't have... Yeah, you're right. That doesn't even follow my thing. Minecraft doesn't have predefined bases. But when you have a predefined base, that means you have a... when games do stuff like this, they have a record of how much. Like, it's already tracking how many of the floor tiles I placed down, for example. So it wouldn't be that hard to add some kind of group or some kind of base-wide, you know, crafting pool or resource pool that I can draw from for this stuff, I feel like. I feel like it would utilize the systems that already exist, if you know what I mean. Chop it down. Chop it all down. I just see it in so many games. It's actually one of the things that actually has kept me playing Palworld is that it's fairly easy. Yeah, you can't replace floor tiles, which is something I do think all games should have if they have a floor tile. If they have a tiling system like this. And until recently it was really annoying to put stairs going like down. But first of all, they fixed the stair issue recently in a patch, which I am so thankful for. It's never been easier to build structures upward, or to build unconnected structures towards each other now. And also, the whole shared resource thing just makes building your bases and modifying them so easy, because you don't have to worry as much about organizing all your stuff. You just have to make sure it's there, and you can utilize it. It's actually wonderful. I'm a huge fan of the whole process. Now you do need it if you're using the like crafting bench and the conveyor belts, but I'm kind of fine with that because you're supposed to actually be picking up the materials and using it. It's just with the base building that annoys me. All right, clearing this area. Also, love how you can chop down like 3 trees at once. Really does speed up forest clearing, you know? Oh, by the way, Brutal Assembly, they are... Have you heard Wizard of the Coast's new money-making scheme? So now, in addition to collector boosters, there are now collector commander decks. No, this is not a joke. There are now specialty version all foil commander decks for like double the price, I think. This is the kind of thing that would have been like a joke a few years ago. Oh. Oh no. Oh yes. They're also dealing in artificial scarcity too, because to fight most people preferring to just get the foils. apparently Little Wars told me that they are probably only going to get one of each deck. So not only are they doing this whole collector commander deck, but they're also introducing artificial scarcity into it, even more so than usual. Because what's Magic the Gathering without limited supply, am I right? Yeah. I'm actually interested in the Eldrazi Commander deck, but I just, like, reserved that at my local card shop like normal, and I'm not doing the Collector Booster because I think it's kind of a waste of money. If I like the deck, all the cards in the deck enough, I'll just... Collector's items should be rare. Fair, I guess, but they market them kind of like they're just, like, boosters for whales, if that makes sense, or boosters for people who want to just, like, crack stuff rather than draft. That's kind of how they advertise collector stuff. And to be fair, you can get... Oh, Frederick, I forget, you haven't been a part of Magic lately, have you? No. You can't even find, like, half this stuff anymore. Like, what was it? I think the Fallout deck sold out at the card shop within, like, what was it, like 2 weeks? Just all of them were gone. Or at least, like, no, it was the Mothman, Caesars, and Dogmeat ones were all gone. Commander decks, like, there's always the commander deck is selling out. Also, when Little Wars is not yet a premium store, it's actually kind of funny too, because I told you how they renovated and they have like that new space, which was supposed to get them the premium store thing. Because I kind of like don't agree with it, but I understand like the logic is that they wanted newer stores, so newer stores with better amenities to show off their stuff. And so they've been applying multiple times now, so they keep getting ejected for the weirdest reasons. I was talking to one of the people at that runs, helps run the shop. Vance, I think it was who I was talking about, and he was talking about how they had to send him pictures of the shop and go over like the specs of their new place. They've been rejected 3 times at this point. I think it was April when they sent in their last request. So they showed all the pictures of the shop, and they're like, all right, your amenities are all up to date. However, you have a lot of Magic posters that have our old logo. We only want you to show Magic posters for the new logo. We don't want the old logo all over our premium shops. That is the actual reason they were given. Before that, it was that there was too much Warhammer stuff. They want this to be a space for card games, not just tabletop games. So they actually had to move all their Warhammer stuff into the back while they're getting certified. So they have less Warhammer posters and promo stuff around at the moment. Yes, destroy history. Now, granted, from what we see with Gamers Paradise, because Gamers Paradise got the thing because they basically were like an empty shop, so all they had were the new things at first, before they fully moved in, and that's when they got certified. And from what Vance understands is after about a month after they get certified, they have to send a second picture, and then after that, they don't really get checked in, they just kind of have the premium. So they just need to get it, and then they can put all the poster stuff back up. Hate the industry. Yeah, I know, right? It was like, when I heard Vance say that, I'm like, there's no way. He's like, yeah, for real. And he was like, that is terrible. It's like, Wizards, they're trying to do what you want them to do, but you're just being the pettiest people imaginable. And I'm like, if this is how much work, if this is how much petty bullshit you have to do to give you a premium store, no wonder Gamers Paradise is the only premium card shop in Baton Rouge. Because they were just a new shop with nothing on the walls that Wizards of the Coast was approved of, and then they got all the stuff Wizards would probably have not given them premium for later on. I just think that is like, Wizards has done some really stupid stuff, but that has to be some of the pettiest bullshit. I mean, can you imagine any other industry? I'm sorry, you have a bunch of our old ads plastering your walls. We don't want you to just advertise for free for us. We'd also like you to advertise only our new stuff. Like, I'm just imagining that, I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? What does your old logo have to do with the amenities of a store and their ability to get certain products in more than like one ofs, you know? To get more than like one box of collector boosters or get like 3 boxes of premium sets. Like they ran off Lord of the Rings and just could not get more. Anytime I wanted to get Lord of the Rings packs, if I wanted to, I mostly traded for that stuff, but the few times I had to get a pack, I had to get it from, oh my god, yes, I know, right? We were actually having a conversation about that. A friend, one of the guys, Daniel, was like, yeah, you know, if they could change the back, they would. And I was like, oh my gosh, they absolutely would. This guy at the card shop was just like, yeah, they probably would change the card back. Somebody said that recently. I forget, was it Daniel or... I don't think it was Daniel, actually. I think it was someone else. But someone else said that, like, same thing to me recently. Oh my god, yes. Well, you know, there's so many double-sided cards now that the Magic card back barely matters. I mean, they basically accepted that people, basically everyone sleeves. I genuinely think they might start considering it soon. Just remove Magic from Magic. It's all sci-fi now. I mean, we're already moving towards that. You say it like it's a joke, but... I mean, Kamigawa Neon Dynasty was basically cyberpunk. The last set was the Old West. We had the 1950s. There's less fantasy in the fantasy game as we speak. There's less classical fantasy in the fantasy game as we speak, you know? It's not a joke. Cry for help. Someone at the Wizards team. Guys, have you seen the Waldhound video where he's holding up a sign that says "Please help me" as he pretends to be a Wizards of the Coast employee? Have you seen that video? Watch the Waldhound video about the recent bans. It's hilarious. Oh, have you heard about the new mechanic for, you probably haven't heard about this mechanic, actually, because it's just for Arena. And, yeah, I think he mentioned it in that video. The new mechanic lets you search your opponent's deck. Sorry, we can't read. Also, the new mechanic in what is it, Historic or whatever it is. It's the Arena only Vintage / Legacy, but for Arena. Where it's, you get to search your opponent's deck for a card and play it without paying the colors of it. The cry for help when Magic players can't read. I mean, to be fair, at least we're not Yu-Gi-Oh players. As a former Yu-Gi-Oh player, I can tell you, we really don't read. The cards are too long. We can't be bothered with this shit. Ugh. Alright, this is gonna be like my wood chest, I guess. Yeah. Alright. So what resources do I require to upgrade it again? We need glass, reinforcement, and greater blood essence. Alright, well that means I do need to actually, like, rebuild. Oh. Probably take this stuff. Okay. Crusher. And the forge. Alright. So, let's go ahead and place...
This will not work.
Alright, I need to get some stone. And some stone bricks. Oh, I need to make more stone bricks, actually. Screw it. Production. Forge structures. Let's see, let's get the bonus for in-castle room, and it has matching floors. Workshop flooring. Oh, that's cool. You can actually duplicate something by clicking on it. That's kind of nice. Hmm.
This will not work. My bags are filled.
Ugh. Full bags, I swear. Always gotta be like this. Zoop, zoop, zoop. I kind of want to build at least like a decent like castle room or something. Doop, 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 doop. All right. Well, I'm gonna have more wood and stone than I know what to do with. I also should probably have had. Also, while I'm doing this, I really should have had the crusher like crushing stuff the whole time. Here, take all this stone and crush it to dust for me. Dust and bricks. And I also need to get this thing
Cannot build
back.
here.
Sawmill. Let's get that back up and running. Let's build a second one too. It's really moving. Doop. Alright, put all that there. Get to work laying more foundations.
I cannot build here. This will not work.
Alright. This is how you mine, right? With a gigantic copper mace.
I cannot build here. This will not work.
Hopefully I can finish laying down the foundation soon. I'm gonna cover like this whole area in foundation. Alright. Yes. Hmm, hmm, hmm. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. So there, it takes about 3 of these tiles between these. So 1, 3. Let's see. Reduction, dominance. Get a few bones from around here. Oh, am I low on bone? Shoot. Not good. I usually go out and kill stuff on the regular. Grab a few from each of these. Boom, 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 boom. Even the mining, honestly, is pretty combative. Ugh. Okay.
I cannot build here. This will not work. This will not work.
Okay. There we go.
I cannot build here.
Now we go over here, smack down this one, get these last two. Then I've got like, then I will have gotten like 2/3 of this area foundationed. Not a word, but you know, I don't care. All right. Still need another upgrade before I can fully cover this area, but still pretty nice. All right.
I cannot build here.
Limit reached. Okay. Walls.
This will not work.
Shoot. I mean, how does this crush your new one? Love how, like, the window wall, the one with the giant hole in it, takes just as much stone. I mean, I expect it would, because, you know, this game is this game, but... also, this one wall takes, like, 5 minutes worth of grinding to make. Literal grinding in the grinder. Oh, well. I think that's about it for tonight. I got to level 2 base, and, yeah, it looks like it's just gonna be more grinding. Bit of a shame. Bit of a shame. There's gear level and a bunch of other stuff, and I'm just kinda... yeah. Next time, Crab Dark Souls. Crab Dark Souls is definitely what I should have done here. Far better one than that. So I guess I'll see you next time. And the other person who was in here for a bit, who didn't poke out in chat. And also the person in Twitch, who's also not in the chat room. Oh well. But yeah, for the other person who stopped in, if you're still here, I can't tell if you're still here. It's saying concurrent viewers was 2. Current viewers is 1. Current viewers is 1. Okay. A few other people popped in or out. Once or twice. They didn't really say anything. They were here for a few minutes and then gone. The guy on Twitch is there for a while. So, thank you, random person in Twitch. You've been here for like half an hour. You haven't said anything, but I just noticed that that number hadn't dropped down again. So, yeah. Anyway, I will see you, both of you next time, I guess. Next time we bring Crab Dark Souls to life.